Draw. What up? Before I get back to porting the eBay heads, there's been something I've been meaning to do in my workshop for a while, and that is to add a water separator to the airline. Because when you're out here grinding for, hours, you start to get, water through the line and through the tool. Even if you want to use the blow gun to blow some parts off, you'll be spraying water on stuff, and it's just, annoying. So, I've been meaning to do it for a while. I would put it out in the garage, but in the winter it can freeze and break and so on. So, it's just better to put it in here where it won't freeze. Plus, I'm going to add a regulator in here so I can adjust the pressure down, because I don't use a lot of high pressure in here. I don't want to drag this video out too long, so let me show you what I got. Okay, I got this cheap Regulator water separator off of Amazon, and here's the part number if you're interested. I got a similar one that's Campbell Household. I don't know how you say that. It looks about exactly the same silver as black. Maybe I'll dig that out later. Anyways, this one comes with a cheap coupler and fitting, which is plastic and just junk. Nice mounting bracket and a gauge. Oh, plus, cheap Teflon tape. A little bit. I don't like that stuff. A lot of people don't know there's 3 types of Teflon tape. There's, white, which is the thinnest, yellow, which is twice as thick, and pink, which is 3 times as thick, which I haven't been able to find for a while. A lot of people used to actually make fun of me for using the pink. I don't really care. But there's this Oakley stuff, fast tape, which works really good. I think it's about the same thickness, or maybe even a little thicker than the pink, and it's black, so, it looks better. I mean, it's gray, but, close enough. It works good. Anyways, I got some random stuff. We'll get to that here in a few. And I got this 1/4" line, which I want to try, because it is obviously thinner. I don't use high pressure, so why not use a lighter, more flexible line out here when I'm whipping around the tools and getting in different positions. So I want to give that a shot. I only got 25 foot, so I mean I can still reach well outside the door with that. I mean it probably maybe longer than I have reached with this current hose. Also, the reason why I do that is because this current hose is already starting to bulge. I mean, I just installed this not too long ago, and it's the reason I replaced it because it blew out here. You can get fittings, but I don't like the idea of having a hose clamp right here, catching on my clothes or whatever. I like these speed couplers. They're meant for like painting and stuff, but I like the quick release button because it's just what I like. I've already used this one quite for years, but it finally started leaking like right here at the cracks. It's probably been dropped too many times. I mean, I have plenty of other options, and I may, hard mount this. I think I'm just going to put the lines to it. I may make a quick coupler. I'll figure that out when I actually do it. One thing I wanted to also add is a permanent blow gun. I got this 12-foot, 1/4" flexi line, whatever, so I can, put my own blow gun, put a permanent blow gun on there instead of using this one. But I'll keep one here too, so if I want to put a line and go outside, because that flexi line should reach anywhere in the shop, but it probably won't stretch too far outside, and then I might damage it. So, we'll see. I think that's it. Let me go ahead and slap this together, and then I'm gonna, show you what I got, what I'm planning, and then I'll figure out where I'm gonna mount it. So, give me a minute. Quick update. I'm putting this stuff together, and I just want to point out that this regulator is directional. You can see the arrows right there, and when I got it, it was set up to go this way. I want it to go that way, so I had to pull the plug and put it on this side. Now, they had some kind of funky hot glue that was sealing it, and I just put, Oakley Teflon tape in there, but it ran down deeper, so I don't know if that's going to work or not, and, we'll see. Maybe it'll leak and I'll have to do something different. I'll worry about that then. Also, I ran out and bought this the other day so I could make this video, because the one I bought over winter I couldn't find. And after looking for hours, it's right freaking there. Let me get back at it. Wah, 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 wah. Already ran into a snag. I got the regulator, you know, together, fitting where I want, blowgun on, and you see, I plan to use this piece of copper line to put this, you know, ball valve out far enough so I can shut it off and drain it. I think you need to shut it off and drain it. I mean, I've never used one before, so it makes sense to me to, you know, shut the air off before you drain it. And I want to put the regulator, now that I've got it together, I think I'm going to mount it over here. It's more tucked, you know, just kind of like right here. And I'll put the line down there, and over here will be the inline. But as you can see, it's just not, I mean, with all the stuff over here, I mean, I have to put it up high and the line will be sticking out funky. I think just to make it more aesthetically, you know, pleasing, I'm going to get a 90 that goes up and then put the ball valve up. So that'll, you know, be more tucked, more functional, and it'll look better. You know, it'll be, you know, cleaner, I guess you could say. But it is late, everything is closed, so I guess I'm just gonna have to pick this back up tomorrow. It's the next day. So when I was out today, I picked up that 90, and I found some other couplers. I think I'm gonna use the shorter one with a hex on it, so I won't get to use my cute little baby monkey wrench. But I ran into another slight issue. Always something. You see, this is the plug that came with it, and you can see it's not very, you know, very long. It's thin compared to these other ones, and it's actually, you know, it doesn't have much taper. You see, NPT plugs, if I'm saying that right, use a taper to seal. And Teflon tape, like the Oatly tape, is a lubricant. It's designed to help it wedge into the hole and seal. The wedge is what, you know, seals it, not the tape. So, back to these plugs. This one, I mentioned earlier, ran all the way down in the hole. I mean, it bottomed out. I'm like, I doubt that wedged. So when I was buying that 90, I thought, you know, I'm just going to get another fitting. But the problem is, I only get like a half a turn, and I know it's going to strip right out. And not to mention, when I put this freaking bracket on, and I go to mount it, I'm going to have to really crank it down. So it's not going to crank down. It's not going to work. So I dug through all my stuff inside, all my fittings and junk, and I found this chrome one. And it's the same thing. Maybe about 3/4 of a turn. You know, once again, it's probably just gonna pull the threads out of the regulator and ruin it. I mean, I could tap the hole deeper, but I didn't think of that initially, and I went out, you know, to the garage, went through all my junk toolboxes, you know, my old toolboxes with, you know, bits and odds and ends, went all through my junk shelf, you know, searched through all the piles and odds and ends, and then I went through my little, you know, tray things, and I finally found this one over here. And this one right here, which has been sitting out there for who knows how long, looks like it's going to work great. I mean, you know, it starts off a little loose, but goes down, doesn't bottom out, and it gets nice and snug. And you'll see, you know, I think I'll be able to tighten that up good enough and get it sealed. So that's where we're at today. I swear. Does anyone else have problems with the little stuff like this always? It's just always something, it seems. Anyways, let's get this done. I'm going to get this together and we'll test it out for leaks. It's always something. There's not enough tape on this left to do any more fittings. Luckily, I remember there was a fresh roll when I grabbed my baby monkey wrench in my toolbox. So, we're good there. I'm surprised I didn't have any more in the garage, so next time I'm at Home Depot, I'll have to grab a few more rolls. So, anyways, let's get these done. I just wanted to demonstrate this real quick. With this tape, I like to do, you know, start, you know, about, you know, a thread or so down. That way it doesn't get in the, you know, when it shreds a little, doesn't get in the connection. And I'll just start wrapping it around, working it on there. I generally do about, you know, 1.5 to 2 wraps is good enough, because this is the thicker tape. It works pretty good. Yeah, that should do it right there. stuck in my thumb. Now I just work it on there real good and get it nice and down in the threads. Well, that's it. I got several more to do. I just thought I'd give a quick demonstration. Check this out. This is the one that was the old one that was on there. And this one I just cleaned out with this wire brush. This is a good example of why I want a water separator. Look at that. It's just crusty and nasty. Oh well. I just gotta put this last fitting on and we can test it out for leaks. Okay, the compressor's plugged in outside. I got it set to about 90 psi, so testing for leaks, take one. Sounds good. No leaks. No air. What's the deal? Cut. Take two. There we go. I got the PSI out in the garage at about 90. I'm just going to crank this. It says it goes to 150. Oh, I don't know if you can see that. I can already hear a leak. Where is it? I'll be back. I found the leak. It was that back plug. Now, initially I cranked all this down, and so it took me a minute to get repositioned to the valve where I needed it. But it was the back, and I just looked a little more. I mean, I tightened this down, and it did want to stop leaking, but it was still just a bit. So I pulled it out, and I'm going to try cleaning it up, and we'll try again. Boot, how much time do you need to complete this project? Yes. Oh, that was lame. Moment of truth. We're good. Time to mount it. I'm thinking right around here. I can't decide if I want it low or high. I can always move it later. Let's put it high for now. Nice plastic nut they gave you. It works. It's a little crooked, but it'll work. Well, I did it again. So much for keeping the regulator video short. I don't know. We'll see when I edit it. Anyways, there's one other thing before we check this out that I want to point out. I know someone's going to say, you should put an oiler on there too. I don't really like the oilers. I mean, if I want to blow myself off or blow something off and, you know, I don't want to spray oil on it, I'd rather put the oil in the tool. So, anyways, let's check this out. Wrap this up. Okay. It's not really crooked. I mean, I think it just looks crooked because this fitting is a tap crooked. I mean, it just, it doesn't matter. But it works. There's no leaks. I got it turned down, set. Oh, and 12 foot. Yeah, that's not 12 foot. 12 foot my freaking ass. I mean, I can reach over to the either bench and, you know, the table. So I mean, it's good enough. It'll work. But right now I got the regulator set, so it's pretty much keeping it about 50 psi. You know, good enough. I'm gonna put that there. I can just hang. I don't care. And this line, this is what I'm really hoping works out good. You can see right here, it's just nice and floppy. I think this is going to be, you know, really nicer when I'm porting and sitting and flipping the line around the tool and stuff, you know, either sitting or standing. So, you know, we'll see. I want to test this stuff out here real soon. I mean, basically after I edit this video, I'm going to start working on the eBay heads. You know, they need to be done if I'm going to get my car running this summer. So I get the heads done, and then I get them on the car and get it running. So, you know, I made this video long enough. It's time to wrap it up. I hope this regulator works out good. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Keep it real.